I think sometimes all that it takes to make van life work, it's not worth it.
Look, we love van life, but it does take a lot of work. And don't hear this as us complaining. This is more of a van life is a lot of work. And that's what this video is all about. Preparing to go out somewhere in the van. And he's coming too. Kramer.
Oh, it's hot today. I'm eating alive.
What you doing?
Cleaning the van. So we're leaving today, Saturday night, and we're leaving Monday morning to hit the road for an indefinite period of time. We've gone on a couple weekend trips since we've been back from Brazil and Mexico. So we're just taking everything out, cleaning it, like washing the sheets, cleaning the counters down, wiping out the drawers, cleaning the fan, just to start fresh in the van. I may even touch up some paint. We also added our lagoon table. It had been on the to-do list for a while, and then I just coated it with laminate that matches the cabinet front, and then shellacked it to give it a nicer finish. So that is almost done. I know the van's a disaster. It's hopefully gonna look much better by tonight because tomorrow it's supposed to rain all day. I think some severe storms are rolling through. But we're getting it done. I've got mosquito bites all over my face. It's killing me not to be scratching them right now. I'm like, it's fine. Everything's fine.
So one of the things that we're going to miss the most, I mean, we're excited to go on the road, but we are gonna miss some things here at home. I mean, besides our friends in Chattanooga, it's our little tuk-tuk. We really wanted to bring it along, but man, it's just not gonna work out this time. But if we should do a cross country and a tuk-tuk, would you watch that? I mean, we probably would because we have we have a lot of fun driving around in that thing.
Hot. We saved all of our cleaning for the hottest and most humid day of the year. Actually, it's not really that hot. It's really humid. It stormed last night, and everything's humid. Yay, summer. Time to go west.
Believe it or not, summer's here, and the heat is very real. And before we get on the road, we did notice that the van's AC was kind of blowing on the warm side. So, enter today's sponsor, AC Pro. You don't have to have a van to use this. It works on any vehicle except for the tuk-tuk. So this is a do-it-yourself option. So if your AC in your car is blowing warm air or not as cool as you'd like, we're gonna use this bad boy. And it's pretty easy to use. That's what they wanted me to show you guys. All right, let's do this. And one thing I forgot to mention, they actually have a cool app that shows you exactly what to do to your vehicle. So I'm gonna download that really quick. Okay, honestly, I am kind of impressed. They have all the videos lined up right here. So it looks pretty straightforward. Look, you pick your car and it even has a sprinter.
Low pressure charging port.
Easy. Okay, it says pressure is good. All right, so it's got this little display and it says pressure is good. Fill until the vent air is cold. Don't overfill. Sarah just saw me with the glasses on.
You look good.
Thank you.
Huh? Double glasses.
Literally 4 eyes.
Well, 6 eyes.
Oh, 6 eyes. All right, let me get back to this. All right, truth be told, I know that this is sponsored content, but this was really easy to use and it works. So if you need to fix your AC in whatever car you're driving, because this summer is going to be blazing hot, get some AC Pro. I got the Extreme Edition. It comes with this screen, handy dandy screen. They do make a Bluetooth version that connects to your phone, but they were all sold out around me. So if you go to Advanced Auto, O'Reilly's, AutoZone, Walmart, you can get some AC Pro. Thank you AC Pro for partnering with us on this video, and now we're gonna fix the rest of the van.
Hello, my little sidekick. You be my little buddy? Who's that? Oh, golly! He just invaded his personal space. We're all a little on edge from living in a van. Kramer. Kramer, you need your space? Do you need your alone time? That dog does need his alone time.
So is van life overrated?
I don't think the idea of van life is overrated. I think you have to love it. A lot of people don't understand how hard van life can be. And there's people out there who are doing it as a means to an end, and what they're facing is way harder than my inconvenience of not having a shower or emptying my own toilet. Like, I get that. We're doing it because we can and because we love traveling and seeing places at a slower pace and from a different point of view. But if you're doing it for the gram, I think it is overrated, because you have to be doing it for something more than the image of it. So the image side of it, yes, it's overrated. But the idea of getting to live nomadically and see places that you may not get to see from a normal car or by plane or whatever else you're traveling by, having your little home with you on wheels is just, I love it. I love it so much. A lot of what's inspired people to pursue van life or any sort of overlanding is what they see online, and that glamorized view of the back door open, sitting in bed. I think we've done that twice, because typically the mosquitoes are really bad. There's people who are just staring in your van as you're sitting on your bed. It just feels very awkward. I wish I knew back when we started van life the mental toll it takes on you, of how mentally tired and fatigued you are. I get decision fatigue all the time in the van. It's just like you have to decide where you're going, where you're parking at night. You have to follow the weather, where you're gonna get water, toilet empty. You have to plan all these like little logistics. So, you know, our toilet typically goes 5 days, while our water only goes 7 days. And so we're always, it's a lot of coordinating. It just eventually wears on you. Even though those are small, minor decisions, having to add all that up, it just gets tiring. And you see it and it looks amazing. And I know there's people even like us who try to be, you know, vulnerable and show you the real side of it. But truth is, I don't think there's really a way to convey how hard it is. Instagram does not show you the reality of it. And you are not going to understand the reality of it until you are on the road. And I'm not trying to talk you out of van life. Maybe I am, actually. I think there are some people who need to be talked out of van life, because we see all the time people do it for 3 to 12 months and they're like, peace out, I'm done. Like, it's been enough for them. And there's no shame in, you know, if you really thought you were authentically going to love it and then you hate it, getting out, if it's for your own sanity, literally, that's okay. But the stuff you see on Instagram is not, it's not the norm. I mean, most of today we drove an hour and a half, then we sat in the parking lot and worked on our computers. We went for a run, and then we went in to a coffee shop and worked, and then we're sitting in the van working some more. It's not always beautiful. In fact, we did try to go find a really beautiful spot to go work at up in the mountains. It was perfect. And then we got to the top, and even though all the apps said there's Verizon cell signal up here, there was no Verizon cell signal up there. And so we had to hightail it back down the mountain, spent, 30 minutes down a washboard road. And that's the stuff you don't see on Instagram. The annoying moments and wasted time and wasted diesel. It's a lot. It's a lot. So you always need to have more time, more money, more everything to make it work. Van life is wonderful and it's amazing, but give yourself grace, give yourself space, and give yourself a break, because it is not for everyone. It's not for us. In some seasons it hasn't been for us. We love it, and I think van life is going to be part of our lives for the next decade in some capacity, whether it's full-time, part-time. Even if we take a year or two off, I think we're always going to want to be able to travel on the road in the States to these amazing places. But talk to the people about what it's like living with me when I haven't showered in 6 days and I'm grouchy. Be gracious, Chris. Our last van had a much larger opening than this.
The smells.
I know he's gained a few pounds, but not that much.
The smells that come out of this van after a long day of driving.
I'm so glad you said this van.
Look, van life it's something that, like, I feel like van life is sort of seasonal. Like, you know, like you go in, it's this tool to make you experience life a different way in a different place.
It doesn't make you, it allows you.
It allows you, yes.
Don't think the van is gonna suddenly make you adventurous. You have to have that in you already.
That's true. But it allows you to be in positions that you typically wouldn't be in, and opportunities, and getting to see different sides of the country, getting to travel, and like even driving through the Midwest on this trip out to Colorado for us. You know, I found myself almost thinking like, oh, I can't believe I have to drive this again. But man, we're so lucky that we could drive this again and know the great ice cream stops across the Midwest.
And we do.
And but we're so lucky and fortunate to be able to experience all of America, all of whatever this life is.
Wait a minute. You've avoided the question. What are the downsides of living in a van when your wife hasn't showered in 5 or 6 days and she's grouchy because she hasn't showered and there's no shower in sight, and the whole van has sand because we've been at the beach and Kramer's brought all the sand into the bed and everything, and every crack and crevice has sand in it? Tell them what that's like.
It's the best part of my day.
The line for better or for worse in our marriage vows? That's it. I don't know. I hate to make light of that because who knows what life's going to bring at us next. But that tests us. We've made it this far.
But I wouldn't trade it for the world.
I wouldn't either. So van life is overrated if you're wanting it for the beauty of it. But if you want it as a way to authentically experience places and to... I think the best memories are made when you're challenging yourself, when you're put through a little bit of difficulty. And granted, like, we're not put through a lot of difficulty with a really awesome van. Like, we get that. But you're not staying at the Four Seasons, and you're not, I don't know, like, you're not eating every meal out at a nice restaurant. Like, you're having to cook, and you're going off grid, you're having to find parking, you're doing your own laundry. Like, a little bit of hardship makes you appreciate the good moments.
And it eventually comes to the point of, like, you either hate this or you love it. And you do it because you love it, or you do it because you don't know why you're doing it. And those reasons always fail. And it's the reason of, like, we love it, that'll keep you on the road.
There's a lot of really cool places out there.
Yeah. So we are officially on the road, and we would love to see you. That's an awful transition, but wherever you're at, let us know, and maybe we'll stop in your driveway.
No, we're not just stopping.
We're in a van.
Don't say that. We're gonna have so many weirdos reach out.
If you're,
I got a driveway.
If you're weird, don't reach out. Well, you can still reach out, but just know.
Can we talk about a really honest, not so fun moment this week? We were in the middle of nowhere, and stupid me was like, well, I look really pale. I'm gonna put some self-tanner on, thinking we had plenty of water. Well, lo and behold, we ran out of water as I was putting on the self-tanner. I didn't have enough to rinse off my hands, and my hands have been orange like an Oompa Loompa for like 4 or 5 days now. This wouldn't have been an issue if we were in a normal house. It's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
See you guys. For behind the scenes and extra content, you can head on over to our Patreon community. Otherwise, be sure to follow on Instagram or like and subscribe here. It really helps creators like us.